There we go. Alright. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your homie, Big Dog. Welcome to episode 21 of the Dog House. What's going on, people? How are you doing tonight? How's it going? Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me and being active. And check out my YouTube. And not only should you give a follow to this Twitch channel, that would be greatly appreciated, but also subscribe to the YouTube channel and join the Discord. I will put the links up in the chat right now. Alright. Well, that didn't come out as I planned. Oh well, it's fine. Alright, everybody. Today's going to be a quick one. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do this episode as quick. I'm going to go through this episode, and then I'm going to try. And then if you stick around, I'm going to try and play the Resident Evil 8 demo, or the Resident Evil Village demo. And I know the question's going to be, well, Brad, why didn't you buy the actual game? Because I didn't have enough money to buy the actual game, okay? Relax. Besides, playing the demo will actually see if I want to buy the game. So, again, I ask, relax. But tonight I want to talk about a topic that kind of slipped from last week, because I believe last week I was doing reviews for both Mortal Kombat and Falcon and Winter Soldier. So this actually slipped. And I'm going to get into it. Just give me 1 second and let me switch to the main screen. There we go. First things first, I'm going to show you a little bit of a video. You guys can already see what the topic is going to be, the Oscars. And you're going to see why in just a second. I'm going to let Miss King. What the fuck was that? Anyway.
Welcome to the 93rd Oscar. It has been quite a year, and we are still smack dab in the middle of it. We are mourning the loss of so many, and I have to be honest, if things had gone differently this past week in Minneapolis, I might have traded in my heels for marching boots. Now, I know that a lot of you people at home want to reach for your remote when you feel like Hollywood is preaching to you. But as a mother of a black son, I know the fear that so many live with, and no amount of fame or fortune changes that. Okay? But
excuse me.
Tonight, we are here to celebrate. This was indeed a hard year for everyone, but our love of movies helped to get us through. It made us feel less isolated. It connected us when we were apart. Now, like all of you here, I've loved movies for as long as I can remember. And tonight, I'm here not only as a presenter, but my film directorial debut, One Night in Miami, is also...
Let me know in the chat if you saw that movie. What did you think?
So, I am very proud and excited to be here. And yes, we are doing it maskless. Yes. You are probably asking, how are they able to do that? Well, think of this as a movie set. An Oscars movie with a cast of over 200 nominees. People have been vaxxed, tested, retested, socially distanced, and we are following all of the rigorous protocols that got us back to work safely. So, just like on a movie set, when we're rolling, masks off. And when we're not rolling, masks on. All right? That's how we do it.
Alright, you guys got to see bits and pieces of that. Go away. But I want to go back to something she said.
Okay? Live with and know that as a must for your remote, I know.
Here we go. Right here.
Now,
This little line.
I know that a lot of you people at home want to reach for your remote And you feel like Hollywood is preaching to you?
Yeah, and there's a reason for that, because in realistic terms, you have no right to preach to us. That's not your job. And I know people say, "Oh, you're one of those stick to acting people." No, okay. I understand if you have a cause and you want to follow it, but but I do not go to the movies to be lectured. If I want to be lectured, I'd go back to school. Do not lecture me. But hang on one sec. There's a reason that I showed you that clip, or showed you that, what do you call it? That piece of data. Because, there we go. Audiences for award shows are in steep decline. This chart shows how far viewership has fallen. Key points: 2021 Oscar ceremony was watched by the smallest audience the award show has ever seen or ever received. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. See that? See that? See that? The steady decline. The Academy Awards are the biggest night for Hollywood, but fewer and fewer people outside that circle are tuning into the event. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Some argue that the inundation of too many live award show ceremonies has saturated the market. So are people becoming bored with big award ceremonies, or are they just watching them differently? Nah, I think the former is true. And also, you want to know what it is? I don't think it's because people are... Oh wait, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hit one of these.
Bruh.
That's for you, Hollywood. You have... Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But, no, back to what I was saying. No, what I think it is, it's not because there's so many award shows, and it's not that people are bored. Well, people are bored, but it's because people are tired of being preached at. People are tired of it. And I know... Oh, wait, here we go. They actually just... Now, I know that a lot of you people at home are going to reach for your remote when you feel like Hollywood is preaching to you. But as the mother of a black son, I know the fear that so many live with. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it was this line that I found extremely ironic that Regina King gave. It's like, bitch, you're a fucking billionaire. You can afford a security guard, okay? So knock it off with this false, oh, I know the fear. No, you don't. You do not.
Nope.
You do not. Okay? So please cut it out with this whole, we hear you guys. If it wasn't so popular for you to virtue signal, you wouldn't be doing it. And this is a message I want to give to the people who say, "But Brandon, these people care about us." No, they fucking don't. Alright? You think these people care about you? You think these people are going to show up to your funeral when you pass away? No. They won't. They will not.
Nope.
Like, you think these people are going to buddy up with you at your job?
Nope.
No. Alright? I'm sick of the politics. And it's not just Hollywood. Gaming's having the same problem. Granted, it's not as bad as it is in Hollywood, but it's getting there. I am so sick and tired of it. I just want to go to the movies and enjoy a movie once. I don't want to get lectured. I don't want to feel like I'm in a fucking class. I graduated college, for Christ's sakes. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop lecturing me about what's right and what's wrong. Just stop, please. I don't want to deal with it anymore. And my family's making noise downstairs. And... oh, the Yankees are losing. Even better. Sorry about that. Easily distracted. But yeah. This is what happens, Hollywood. We warned you, and you didn't listen. One more thing I want to do. That's for you, Hollywood. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. Sorry, guys. But I want to do one more thing. Because I know there's someone out there who really, what do you call it? Who really, son of a bitch. Who really shares my point.
I know that a lot of you.
Alright, let's get that out of there. Sorry, guys. Doing all this stuff on the fly. Not the easiest thing in the world.
People at home want to reach for your remote when you feel like Hollywood is preaching to you.
Bruh.
Hit him with the bruh moment, boy.
Nerdrotic.com.
You can't say we didn't try to warn you, Hollywood. Right about now will be
Shout out to Neurotic. That's for you, my friend.
a good
And
time.
a gnarly
to hit
ass
the
beard.
panic button. Now, we tried to warn you before, and you didn't listen, but this is your first wake-up call of
By the way, guys, let me know if I should grow out my beard like that.
many. The Oscar ratings finally came in, and officially, as predicted, they are abysmal. How abysmal? How about worst ratings of all time? Oscar ratings crash to all-time low. Viewership falls under 10 million for the first time ever. And there's a lot of people pissing their britches right now in Tinseltown. For good reason. Now, Hollywood has been doing this for a long time, but particularly in the last 4 years, we've had a lot of people wearing $250,000 dresses or suits and $100,000 necklaces telling us how to live our lives while they are in the safety of their very comfortable $6 to $20 million mansions surrounded by gates with armed bodyguards.
From Deadline, last night's 93rd Academy Awards saw Netflix walk away with the most hardware overall that nobody watched, but the Disney Empire took the biggest prizes with Best Picture and Best Animated Film wins that nobody watched. Those
That depends on it. No, I probably didn't watch it.
Nomadland and
Who am I
Soul
kidding?
Trophies
I didn't watch
never
this shit.
Shine pretty bright because for ABC, which is owned by Disney, Sunday's Oscars were an expected ratings washout. In delayed fast national results just released by Nielsen 15 minutes ago, the 93rd Academy Awards were watched by a mere 9.85 million people, with a dismal rating of 1.9 amongst the 18 to 49 demographic.
Hang on. I gotta do this again. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
You played yourself, Hollywood.
So 1.9, well, the 1.9 is a percentage of the entire demographic. So the entire 18 to 49 demographic in the U.S. is 132 million people. 1.9% of that is 2,508,000, meaning only 20% of the Oscars' abysmal viewership was in that key 18 to 49 demo, the people who actually buy things. This is an all-time
Bruh.
low for Hollywood's biggest night by a huge margin. In fact, it is a drop of over 58% in terms of audience from what the previous low of the 2020 Oscars snared on February 9th of last year. In terms of the key demo, the 2021 Oscars is down a crushing 64.2% in the earlier ratings from the 2020 Oscars. But don't
Hang on. Let me go back to that number. Oscars is down a crushing 64.2%.
Bruh.
It's like he said, we warned you guys, but you didn't listen.
0.2% in the earlier ratings from the 2020 Oscars. But don't worry, the Disney spin will come. The Best Picture came from Disney. The Best Animated Picture came from Disney. It was on a Disney network, and it was also streamed on Hulu and ABC.com. Regina King didn't waste any time in her opening monologue turning off the audience.
I have to be honest. If things had gone differently this past week in Minneapolis, I might have traded in my heels for marching boots.
And your $10,000 dress that featured 62,000 sequins and 4,000 crystals and took 140 hours to make?
I know that a
Wow.
lot of people at home want to reach for your remote when you feel like
By the way, I want to apologize if that bruh sound is really annoying you. I just have to. I have to. At this rate. It's late.
Hollywood is preaching to you.
You had one job, Hollywood, and again, we tried to warn you. You are in the business of entertaining us. Escapism. You are a luxury that we need to be comfortable enough to have some discretionary income or disposable income to spend on your product. When your product is being used as a political platform, it tends to turn off half the country. Hence, you lost over 50% of your audience. I don't think that is an accident. I don't think it's a coincidence. Currently, I am reviewing the awful and woke Falcon and Winter Soldier, and that is just the latest thing that you have bored us to death with, and that will be my next video. Now, back in January, I said this would be the year of the fan and fan service, and we're starting to see some evidence of that, along with Hollywood paying consequences for their actions. The Snyder Cut was a success. Godzilla vs. King Kong was a success. Mortal Kombat isn't doing that bad. And what came just behind it, a movie most of us haven't heard of. Demon Slayer, anime, and manga are killing it right now because they are escapism and they're not filled with a bunch of identity politics. And while I think it's way too late, some in Hollywood are starting to wake up to this and call it out now that it's safe.
We all had a rough year. A little escapism would have been appreciated. What happened to show business? Did they all decide to quit cocaine at the same time? Virtue signaling has already ruined most of the internet, the publishing industry, the New York Times, and most of the colleges where football isn't a priority. Please, at least leave us the movies. Because in all honesty, I gotta ask, if your movie is so woke, how come I'm falling asleep?
I know we've heard these talking points before somewhere. Oh yeah, right here on this channel and on many others on this platform. And Bill Maher is not wrong while still being a complete elitist twat and part of the problem.
Shots fired.
My sword. We know the sword is our work.
Lighten up, Francis.
Some adult pretenders have a very hard time finding meaning in what they do for a living, and that's why a lot of them turn to activism, and that's what gives us pretentious statements like that. No, Francis, your voice goes to the highest bidder. Your voice is used to read and interpret lines written by other people and approved by a giant multinational billion-dollar corporation. So maybe today is the day Hollywood starts to comprehend how much trouble they're really in. The Oscars ratings collapse is just the latest award show failure, which should be a...
Alright. I know I said this was going to be it, but I gotta find one more. Just to drive the point across. Just so I can keep dancing all over these people's graves. Because I have to.
Started.
Let's drop a little Don DeMarco for It's a Gundam, my friends.
Now that I think about it, I hate John Lennon's Imagine. And that's because of goddamn celebrities. Can I say that, Stu? I didn't make the 30-second mark, huh? 30 seconds, Stu? Oh. Well, edit it out. Doesn't matter. I'm shadow banned, so screw it. I'm sleepy. I haven't slept in a very long time. This was some not that interesting news and stuff you already knew was going to happen. Breaking 911 posted this tweet earlier today. This just in, Oscar ratings drop over 50% from 2020 and hit an all-time low. Yeah, who didn't see that coming? I mean, let's face it, in 2020, God, I gotta say, the last 2 years have been garbage. And the pandemic has really made everything lame, and it has also made celebrities more annoying. You know, people now have to live in this new crap reality, and you still have celebrities preaching to you. I remember seeing one video of a celebrity showing you how to wash your hands for coronavirus. Like, we all had forgotten. It was just mind-boggling.
In the movie Contagion, I played an epidemiologist trying to stop the spread of a hypothetical virus. To prepare for the
Penis! My hands! My penis! And you remember the Imagine thing. I mean, the reason why the Oscars have dropped, let's just be plain and simple here. One, movies have been sucking ass for a while now. Basically, Hollywood is so devoid of ideas, they're going to other intellectual properties and then rearranging them for God knows what reasons. Like, there's no new innovative ideas. Everything is either a comic book movie, a video game, or a manga, and that's about it. And two, all these award shows have gotten pretty goddamn preachy. I mean, let's face it, you spend most of your day being preached to. You're probably not on Twitter, and God bless you for it. I hate Twitter with a passion.
I'm not, thank God.
Because people send me stuff, and I just go, God, the world is burning. You just see the worst of humanity on Twitter. Every 5 minutes, someone's telling you you're bad. You're saying something wrong. That's not politically correct. That's not gender neutral or whatever. There's a whole bunch of phrases you gotta learn. It's like a whole new language. Cis, polyamorous, non-binary, chicken patties.
If we want to defeat capitalism, we are going to need a party that will organize working people to fight for the demands that we want and to win socialism. Thank you so much.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. Just thank you.
Point of personal.
Just spiraling out of control. And you gotta adapt to this new world that's just spiraling out of control as people are running around with tails on their ass. And you gotta act like it's normal. You gotta pretend like it's all normal. You just can't say what everyone's thinking, or else you get in trouble. Like me. I can't say so much now, it's ridiculous. Now you got award shows with a bunch of rich pricks sucking each other off and passing each other awards for, like, basically having mini vacations and getting to act. Everyone's an actor. If you've ever successfully fooled your parents into thinking you're sick to skip school, you're a f***ing actor. And I don't care what anyone says, find me a woman that can't cry on command. For God's sakes. Jimmy Kimmel with, like, this fat black comedian.
Number of black Emmy nominees this year, which is great. This is the part where the white people start to applaud. Oh. And Black Lives Matter. Say it with me, Jimmy. Black Lives Matter. Louder, Jimmy.
God damn. Am I the only one that's feeling sorry for Jimmy Kimmel right now?
Black Lives Matter. Louder, Jimmy. Say it so that Mike Pence can hear it.
God damn. What the hell, man?
Black Lives Matter. Louder, Jimmy. Say it so that Mike Pence can hear it.
I want to read this. Melissa Chen. I'm sensing that the backlash towards excess is growing. People are plainly seeing the race baiting by the media. Parents and teachers are publicly speaking out about CRT in schools. Anything that wokeness has corrupted is plummeting in ratings. Oscars, NBA, etc. There's hope. Hopefully, but do you think the Oscar ratings drops is due to wokeness? Seems doubtful. I disagree. Filthy Frank!
It's time to stop!
And they're telling us
Jesus, dude.
It's about all the... I just can't, man. I cannot. Nobody wants this. Nobody needs this. Nobody cares for it. We're all done. That's why we're all on YouTube. And now Hollywood's trying to come to YouTube. Because they know we're all here.
Because I know how boring they are.
Alright. Yes, the first.
No!
No! No!
They're like, what do you mean?
Here, hang on.
Nope. You're not coming
There you
to
go.
us. Okay, we'll go to you, and then we'll take it from you. Then we'll preach to you there. Anyway, Ed says instead of politics, maybe it was because not many people go to see movies this year, and this show got delayed 2 months. I don't think 2021 people suddenly said they were done with the Oscars. Try to thank people. No, people are done, Ed. Have you ever thought of that? I'm done. A lot of people are done. Gina Carlo was canceled for doing the same thing Pedro Pascal was. And everybody's like, this seems a little biased. People are done, Ed. Get your head out of the godforsaken sand. Sitting there pretending it's not because of politics.
It is because of
politics. I can puke. I don't give a fuck about the left. I don't give a fuck about the right. I have one law.
My man is mad.
Pay or lay. Cash, grass, or ass. If you don't follow those three criteria, I don't give it. But you know Biden's doing. How about you figure out how to make some memory pills and help Biden finish a freaking sentence?
Oh, that was a good one.
The Oscars and other award shows have become more for true artists, and that's okay. Average person isn't interested because the movies aren't as fun anymore. Extremely serious and dramatic. Not as many people watch the nominated movies.
No, Mike.
In political aspects of those, like, what artists? What is artistic about movies anymore? Where's the art? I'm sorry, I know a lot of people liked Infinity War, whatever, Endgame, but what?
I gotta be honest, Infinity War was better than Endgame.
Art?
It was much better than
had a couple
Endgame.
good ideas. Did you see Mortal Kombat? That wasn't art. I haven't seen art in years. You want art? Watch a Kurosawa film. Good Lord. With all that's been going on, you would think people would be a little more patient. Sand, understanding.
Good Lord.
Okay, I guess they meant and understanding.
People
My God, people, it's been a horrible year. Can we please have some perspectives? I think they did the best they could under the circumstances. They need our support.
They can go fuck themselves.
Are you out of your mind, Buttercup? Only in this day and age will a poor person tell you a rich person needs your fucking support. But am I supposed to be surprised? Remember, one of those Kardashian girls has a makeup line and she almost became a billionaire, and a bunch of poor idiots on Twitter were like, let's help whatever the fuck her name was, Kylie Kardashian, become a billionaire by starting a GoFundMe. I watched poor people start a GoFundMe to give a multi-millionaire just a few million shy of a billion millions of dollars. It didn't reach millions, but the fact that there were people giving money to it, it was just kind of like, I have no words for you. To see that level of stupid. Common sense isn't very common.
Nope.
Now I'm looking at Buttercup say we need to help the Oscars. No, the Oscars.
Exactly.
The Oscars never air again. It's boring. It sucks. It's not interesting. Oh, rich people giving each other awards. Then they stop and tell you about something going on. There's a lot of racial tension going on. No shit. Really?
I wonder why.
Going past the road and it was on fucking fire, but I couldn't really put my finger on it until Will Ferrell told me something. Good Lord. We all understand there's something going on, but guess what? Normal people need help and support. Not rich people who are putting on a show for themselves. Buttercup, you should be arrested under the crimes of lack of mental... I can't even say insults. So I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. One person says that Buttercup, so in the midst of a pandemic, you think people forgot how to operate a television? That's your argument? That's the best you can come up with. Cole's right.
I
Buttercup
agree.
comes back and goes, excuse me, who are you? Take your nasty attitude and go someplace else, Trump supporter. Are we? Shoo fly, go away. Immediately, this person's natural defense is to scream Trump supporter. Because basically Trump is the...
Now you guys see why I'm not on Twitter. Sorry.
all evil for our generation. If
Sorry.
you don't know, you probably do. For the weak-willed of this day and age, our Adolf Hitler was Donald Trump. A man so devious he couldn't even put on facial tan correctly. It's as if he sprayed it on his face with a fucking bowl. And people thought, my God, he's diabolical.
This is what I love about this guy. He's hilarious.
He's a monster.
Okay.
That's a pity.
This man's comb over is taking my will to live. He's not even in office, and still people are complaining about Trump because they have nothing else. Biden isn't living up to all of his promises, but I'll be damned if he reminds you about Trump and he's long gone. Probably hiding from the federal agents for tax money. People are thinking way too much into this and trying to make it political. The Oscars are just not entertaining, and we have so many options for media consumption nowadays that we don't have to waste time on award shows where rich people gloat about themselves. You have a point, but there is a lot of political bullshit mixed into all these award shows.
I agree.
Remember, Bill Burr came out and said someone's name wrong and they were Latin, and people got all political, went after Bill Burr. I mean, really?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That made no sense.
Every time you turn around, something. People don't have lives anymore. Who took this photo of Whoopi? And Whoopi looked at it and said, "This is good." Good Lord.
Oh my God.
Whoopi looks like a goddamn supervillain from a defunct James Bond movie no one's ever gonna see.
Okay. Alright. Oh wait, why am I putting that up? Stream's not ending. Alright guys, I think that's enough laughing at Hollywood's demise. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.